This is the white side of the little black dress. Audrey Hepburn. There was always something very special about her. She is truly an original and remains an everlasting icon of elegance and taste. Known for her beauty, grace, and elegance, Audrey Hepburn became an international movie star, fashion icon, and humanitarian. She was born in Brussels, Belgium on 4th of May 1929. Hepburn was a blue blood and a cosmopolitan from birth, but her childhood wasn't a fairy tale. It was set throughout the dreaded World War II. Audrey nearly died of starvation, and all her life she had suffered from eating disorders. After the liberation, she went to a ballet school in London on a scholarship. Unfortunately, her dream of becoming a ballerina grew short, as she was too tall for any leading roles. Later, she began a modeling career until the film producers came calling. While appearing in a small role in France, Hepburn met the novelist Colette and was cast in the 1951 smash Broadway play Gigi. 2 years later, Hepburn was cast alongside Gregory Peck in Roman Holiday, which made her become a movie star and Academy Award winner. The following year, Hepburn starred in the movie Sabrina, where she began a lifelong relationship with fashion designer Givenchy. With her thin dancer's stature, bushy eyebrows, and funny face, Hepburn defied Hollywood beauty when she became a box office hit. But it was the 1961 film Breakfast at Tiffany's that made Audrey Hepburn an icon. Audrey Hepburn was 5 times nominated for an Academy Award and won the 1954 Academy Award for Best Actress in Roman Holiday.
It's too much. I want to say thank you to everybody who in these past months and years have helped, guided, and given me so much. I'm truly, truly grateful and terribly happy.
Hepburn is one of the few actresses to win an Emmy, Tony, Grammy, and Academy Award. She was ranked as the 3rd greatest female screen legend in Golden Age Hollywood, but in 1967, Audrey decided to retire from acting while she was at the peak of her career. Somebody may ask, why would I choose an actress as a notable? I would like to show the white side to the little black dress and present to you Audrey as you've never seen her before. She's not just a pretty face, but an extraordinary human being. In 1989, Audrey Hepburn volunteered her assistance to UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund, a program that provides humanitarian and developmental help to children in developing countries. For Audrey, it was an easy decision, as she was no stranger to childhood suffering and deprivation. As a young child in the then war-torn Holland, the United Nations had come into the recently freed country, giving out food to the starving, including herself. She tirelessly and courageously toured distant and dangerous parts of the world, generally places torn apart by progressing civil war. Appealing to the public in English, Italian, French, and other languages, she made public service announcements asking for support. She gave press conferences where her genuinely heartfelt words inspired world-weary journalists. She had shown up at many fundraisers, attested in front of the US Congress, gave reports, held ceremonies, gave many speeches, and even designed fundraising cards.
This is Audrey Hepburn in Bangladesh, where I have been seeing at first hand some of the things your support has been making possible. I only wish everyone involved with UNICEF's national committees could have the chance to meet these children and see the difference UNICEF is helping to make in their lives. It's on their behalf that I thank all of you.
She did all this for a salary of $1 a year. Audrey's time away for UNICEF was frequently exceptionally difficult for her. The hardship was extremely hard to bear, especially when she saw so many children giving up on life and babies too feeble to live past a couple of months. Circumstances were burdensome. In places devastated by endless hunger, it was hot, dry, and dusty, with no solace from the heat. Individuals were fighting to preserve just a shred of dignity as they crowded together in their thousands in tiny camps. But Audrey plowed on, reluctant to give up on these people. She gave them respect and dignity as she gently talked to them about clean water, education, and health. She immunized children, fed the starving, spoke to the people, and above all, cared. She could walk through a crowd of people and see somebody who required her attention. In that split second when her face ignited with a smile, that somebody felt loved and special. When her plane or helicopter landed in a faraway, ravaged area, she was like a white angel floating down to earth. And when she embraced the children, warming them with her smile, she brought them hope into their lives. Audrey's last trip to Somalia was the most personally difficult for her. Circumstances were far worse than any that she had formerly confronted, and she was already extremely ill, dying from the cancer that would take her so fast. 2 months after that last trip, she was awarded the United States' highest civilian award, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. She was then too sick to attend the ceremony. Up until her death, Audrey had not ever ceased caring for the people of our planet. Her dying wish was that the adversity would end in Somalia. There have been many wonderful ambassadors for UNICEF, but probably for the majority of us, Audrey Hepburn is the one that we would think of. Her work continues ongoingly, still today. Her sons, Sean and Luca, with Robert Walder's previous support, founded the Audrey Hepburn Children's Fund, supplying aid for deprived children through a range of projects. And of course, UNICEF's Audrey Hepburn Memorial Fund persistently continues to give to children around the globe. Audrey loved the words of Sam Levinson's poem, Time-Tested Beauty Tips. Part of it reads, "For attractive lips, speak words of kindness. For lovely eyes, seek out the good in people. For a slim figure, share your food with the hungry. For beautiful hair, let a child run his or her fingers through it once a day. For poise, walk with the knowledge that you'll never walk alone. We leave you with a tradition, with a future. The tender loving care of human beings will never become obsolete. People, even more than things, have to be restored, renewed, revived, reclaimed, and redeemed.
never throw at anybody. Young, old, black, white, poor, crippled, maimed, it didn't make a difference. Everybody mattered to the extraordinary woman that was Audrey Hepburn.